Love me like a Hellcat.
Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm Abzu and MJPG, and today we have here this game, which I don't know really how to pronounce, but I think the best way to call it is Abzu. Abzu is developed by the Giant Squid, and it is using the Unreal Engine 4 as the development and graphics. In case you don't know the Giant Squid is a new team. This is their first game, but the team behind it already worked out, I mean some elements of the team already worked out on the Journey, which was the PlayStation 3 exclusive that was released some time ago. It was indeed beautiful, that you control a being that was wandering by the desert, on the desert I mean, and it was awesome. And they worked too on The Flower, which is another indie game that you might know on Steam. So taking a look on the settings, I'm currently running this game at the maximum settings 1080p. We can raise the rendering resolution if you want to, and this is the point that I don't like the game. If you want to change anything on the settings, it only have effect after restarting the game, even the rendering resolution. That doesn't make any sense, but that it's just a small thing. So what can I tell about Abzu? Well, for starting, I have bottleneck. That is not a good thing to describe how the game is running, and my performance is mostly very close to 30s, and lowering the settings doesn't really help me. It's just have almost all the same frame rate lowering the settings, because I have bottleneck, and it's fully understandable. I have a 6-year-old CPU, and this game have an insane amount of fishes and objects and particles floating in mid-air or mid-water, I mean, and it's completely insane. On Ultra, it's completely a big amount of fishes. Imagine Hitman, the latest Hitman, with a lot of persons around. This is exactly the same story, but instead of persons we have fishes, a lot of them, and a lot of vegetations that reacts realistically to the fishes and to you. Oh, it's completely insane. So it's fully understandable that I have a bottleneck here with my 6-year-old CPU, which is very old. I mean, if you have a better CPU, or maybe if you have an NVIDIA graphic card that usually doesn't punish us too much under DirectX 11, maybe you don't have this amount of bottleneck. And yet this is an indie game, so we don't expect to see any big sort of polishes like Frostbite EA games and some sort of things. These are made of people without big resources to make a game and to optimize. Either way, this game is insanely beautiful. Sometimes I just want to meditate. Meditation is an option that you have in this game, where you can stop the player and see the fishes around in the environment. It's completely insane. It's insanely beautiful. It's insanely colorful. It seems like a living painting that you have here. It's astonishing. It's beautiful, calm, relaxing, and I think that is all that have been done yet on the other games that they developed in the other teams. Like for example, the Journey was very relaxing and very calm, and I think this follows the same, but instead of being on the desert, it's underwater. Okay, so I will shut up myself, and I will going to let you enjoy a little bit about the environment and the relaxing thing about the game. If you want to check the frame rate without recording, well, you have there the red square saying frame rate. You just need to click there to discuss, for hearing me discussing the frame rate, and to check the results without recording. With recording, you have there MS Afterburner on the upper left corner showing up the stats. So let's relax a little bit over here and enjoy a little bit the graphics and the environment, and play a little bit until near the end of the level. Okay? Hope you enjoy it, and hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Welcome back now to the performance section of the video, and as you can see, and like I told you before in the beginning of the video, what I was telling you is that lowering the settings doesn't really help us a lot regarding the frame rate. And as you can see, it's actually true. Playing on maxed out, playing on high settings, playing on medium, and even playing on low, which I'm not currently showing here, doesn't really help us a lot with the frame rate. It stays more or less the same level, so for that, well, crap. I prefer to play with the ultra settings maxed out. It still plays fairly above the 30s without any problems, and I can still enjoy the beautiful graphics and the ton of fishes on the sea without any limitations. Okay, so yeah, this game might enjoy a better processor. So if you have the same graphic card as me and yet have an i5 processor, not i5, e5 processor, I'm pretty sure you're going to get a much better frame rate than me. But in the end of the day, I'm not sure how much you're going to get. But as you can see, no frame rate is lower than 30 FPS despite any settings, so this is awesome news. Regarding other stuff, the game VRAM usage was always 1.6 gigabytes of usage. The RAM usage was always 3.6 gigabytes that was used, despite the settings that you choose. The CPU usage on the Ultra was between 25 to 60%, and there you go, the GPU usage between 85 and 99%. 85, 90s, 93% was mostly it was the most percentage that I saw on the MS Afterburner while registering this frame rate. So yeah, the game mostly runs with bottleneck, and there are only some sequences with less fishes where the graphic card is maxed out, but all the other places is mostly getting bottlenecked by the Phenom II. So like I told you, if you have a better processor, I'm pretty sure you are going to enjoy a better frame rate than I have here. So take that in consideration if you are checking the frame rate of this graphic card with a better processor, okay? So that's why I want to talk about Abzu. Hope you did enjoy this beautiful graphically game. It's very beautiful, at least. And again, hope you did enjoy it and hope to see you soon. Cheers. Goodbye.